Hey guys, Joe Blue back.
And his trusty sidekick. I can do it better because I can, and let me show you why. But first and foremost, Joe said he was coming up with a extra video about me. Sure, he might do some extra hunt over the weekend. I have never deleted or manipulated any comments from I Can Do It Better or anyone else. The only person who has blah 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 blah. Yeah, fine. His claims about me deleting comments on the I Can Do Better account isn't true. Joe, I've already proven that it actually is true. All your comments are literally gone from my account. All of them. But you wrote this here 7 days ago, so basically doing...
One eternity later.
Yeah. But let's enjoy a little. Joe said he was gonna make a follow-up from this one here. Then he made this one and said, I'm still editing the actual final 5 days ago. And here, Alex said, so you did do the thing he accused you of doing. After all, blogging people for harassment and trolling is not censorship. Now, Joe, this is a baseless statement unless you come with actual evidence for it. So that's double standard fallacy. Just so you know, right? Now,
Again.
you
Somebody asked me to look into
ramble.
We'll play through the clip here.
I mean, you could see the barrel of the gun.
And apparently people are under the assumption here that...
First off, before he goes further, this is a YouTube video. You can also see the name of the video up there. The Immortal 50 plus kill streak solo versus trios life of 100.
he basically wallbangs somebody, and his reasoning is...
No, he tried wallbanging.
He could see the gun barrel coming out of the wall, and the person who asked me to look into it said he couldn't see any barrel coming out of the wall. And I had a hard time really understanding what was going on here, so just go through here.
That right there, you would call trigger butt.
He takes a shot at a dude, right? He hits a dude.
Because to begin with, he's aiming here, which does not activate a trigger butt. So he flicks it over.
Here's a guy, gets a hit marker. He runs out. He
Runs
must have
out.
run off the edge or whatever. I think somebody was shooting. I think he hears footsteps over there. Let's just turn this up because I can't hear it very well myself.
Sorry about the cat.
You can hear footsteps, so there's somebody running over here.
Running.
Maybe he's trying to lead the target. It is a bit suspicious that he is just randomly shooting at...
No, it's not. If he hears someone over here, he could then shoot over here to bait them, thinking that he's covering this angle, and then go back to the other way, hoping they would appear on the pathway.
At a wall. But he doesn't get a hit. He misses. There's no hit here. So
that doesn't need to be a hit.
He gets a hit. Seems to shoot over there. I mean, we don't know what happened before this. He may know that there's another person in the building. I mean, clearly we're...
It's a YouTube video, Joe. You could literally just have found it.
Footsteps, so we know that there is somebody in that building. So he must have prior knowledge that there is people in that building. Maybe
you could have found the video to make sure whether or not what was happening prior to this gave him knowledge about it.
He's taking this shot here because he thinks he can hear one dude over this side, maybe his partner's on the other side. This is a different team or a solo player that's running around in between them both. You know, it's hard to...
Irrelevant guessing, speculations.
To know exactly the circumstances of this fight, right? But we get no hit marker, there's no death scream, he doesn't hit anybody.
Irrelevant information.
I mean, you could see the barrel of the gun.
So I think what's going on here is I think people are misinterpreting what's happening here and what...
That's what you normally do.
Psycho Ghost is actually referring to. So if you see the shot here, As soon as he shoots there, somebody else fires, and it shoots his window, and it literally sees the dust come off the window, shooting where he is.
Wait, that dust there? You mean the same powder, the same splinter springing off the wall here?
Right, he hits a dude. If he hits a
Now,
guy, he gets a hit marker.
the same as that one? Completely different angle.
He runs out.
Or this one here? Like completely different splinters.
They must have run off the edge or whatever. I think somebody was shooting. I think he hit.
You think there were 2 shots at him, literally hitting the door frame, and you think someone was shooting over here? Like that goes to show your analysis capabilities are extremely flawed. But just okay, let's go back.
And it shoots his window, and it literally sees the dust come off the window, shooting where he is. He seems kind of surprised. Hey, somebody shouldn't know where I am, right?
I mean, you could see the barrel of the gun.
And he's basically saying you could see the barrel of the gun. I think he's talking about his gun. People can see the barrel of his gun sticking out the window. That's why someone was able to take a shot at him just then at the window.
And that's why he's not crying cheater. Because there was a legit reason to why something ended up happening.
So I believe that's what's happening here.
I mean, you could see the barrel of the gun.
So I don't think there's any cheating going on here.
Now, what is Joe going to do further? He's going to waste your time. 4.5 minute waste of time. He's just gonna sit here and ramble.
He's referring
His
to
own
the barrel
gameplay.
of his gun sticking out the window and somebody shot him.
This is Joe's
And he
gameplay.
believes that to be the case. Otherwise, the other person probably has walls to see where he is, right? So I guess he's assuming it must be the gun sticking out the window. But somebody here is saying, you know, his Psycho's cheating. I don't have the editing skills to prove anything, but especially his.
I don't have the editing skills to prove anything. You don't need to edit, Joe. You need to show footage. Absolutely no need to edit anything. Editing would be falsifying evidence. So what you're saying right there is usually you try and cherry pick because you cannot edit afterwards. What? But
reaction was just very sus. I will link the original video. His reaction is to him being shot at through the window, and he believes the reason why they took the shot is because they saw his gun.
How are you able to track the person over there? I swear I cannot see him. I can see the shots being fired. The video here is 2K. You can see right there, auto at 2K, 60 hertz.
Barrel of the gun.
But
he believes the reason why they took to him being shot at through the window, and he believes the reason why they took the shot is because they saw his
you
gun,
see the shot
his
there?
barrel of the gun
Fair.
sticking
That's fair.
through the window. Looking at chat at second screen is a sus reaction.
Yeah, Joe, they hit you with something. Like, you complain about all these cheaters, but you are clearly over-aiming and under-aiming insanely much, Joe. Like, this here is not even a good footage showing that you know how to play. This is a horrible footage to be showing your fans. Because this here is some of your worst gameplay you're doing. Like, how can you get stuck in a window and then close it? Even this, like, complete over-aim and early pre-fire. It makes absolutely no sense at all. I'm gonna show you something else, people watching. But this here is, like, what the fuck? Okay, but still, we have this here, as I showed. We have the new aimbot. I will go through this in just a little bit. We have here someone. Sounds like you're salty. Sounds like you're a cheater who cries when they lose a fair game. Joe, you cry cheater every single time you just simply lose or get shot at. So this is a double standard fallacy. Here we have the guy again. It hurts to admit. No, it has to hurt to admit you aren't as good as you thought you were. Once you stop making excuses and put in the work, then you'll improve. Yes. Yes. Making excuses is literally what holds people back. But how does Joe respond? I mean, I get 86,000 points with 95% accuracy in ultimate grid shot on aim labs. Joe, where is the movement in aim labs? Where is the sporadic hide and seek PvP version in aim labs? Where is the accuracy calculator for PvP in aim labs? Aim labs is you stand still and hit random targets popping up at a stationary location. As fast as possible, fair. But it's not PvP. They don't move, they don't take cover, there's nothing sporadic humanoid about it. And then you say, and could easily get 90 to 100,000 points if I did it every day. Not even Shroud can get that high. Yes, he can. Every single person in the entire world can get that score if they do it every single day. Like, that's practice makes perfect. In a nutshell. But what do you do to justify Shroud is bad? He gets 53,000. After missing a bunch of shots, stalled the timer and complained that aiming up is too hard. No, he stalled the timer and missed a bunch of shots because he was opening aim labs for the first time to test it. It was for the very first time, Joe. You have used it multiple times, but you can't. But you can't a single game. I guess it's play a single game of battle royale without screaming cheater every single time you die. Exactly. Like, it must hurt to admit you aren't as good as you thought. Once you stop making excuses and put in the actual work, you'll improve. And what does Joe do? Joe do? Make excuses. Yeah, I don't know who Shroud is. I basically have no knowledge about who Shroud is either, other than he's a popular streamer. I don't watch him. Go search cheaters for any game, and every single PvP game has a massive cheating problem. Yes, it has a massive cheating problem, but it doesn't mean that the majority of the players are cheaters. It just means that cheaters are a problem in every single matchup. Not that they are making up 90%, that's my number, of all the players. Joe claims that every single one that's attacking him or he's fighting against is a cheater. And you have a skill problem. Doubt it. That's a god complex. Simple as that. Or you could also say delusion of grandeur, which also is called superiority complex. I mean, it doesn't matter if you doubt it. There's a video critiquing you on your gameplay, and rightfully so, by Making Smell Bad. Yes, he is very detailed and very prone to justify what is going on. This game takes more than good aim to win, and your content shows that you play like a drone. Yes. Like, there is one other here. I lost, therefore they must be cheating. That is Joe Blue. Every single ranked Fortnite ranked journey. That is Joe Blue. They must be cheating because they exhibit the cheating behavior of cheats. But Joe, you're incapable of showing what cheating behavior looks like. I'll go into this one here without playing his preview. He just said, let's go with this clip anyway.
There are some bad misses here, but got to understand that it's the gameplay footage is actually a lot darker.
Irrelevant information. If it's a lot darker, Joe, it will be more difficult for you to see the enemies, which means if you are able to shoot at the enemies here in a dark location, you would not be able to see them in your own game. So you are either right now faking and justifying yourself using reshade or gamma slider, or you're intentionally saying I'm using cheats myself. I don't know which one it is.
Not a lot darker, but it's noticeably darker when I'm playing
Noticeably
it than it is
darker.
on the YouTube video you're seeing for whatever reason. So just bear that in mind. That it's harder for me to see than what you're seeing.
You could barely see that already. Sure, you could see a shadow compared to the floor down here. And you miss. Miss again. Miss again because you're under aim. You didn't correct your own aim. What you should have done is flick slightly. What do you do?
And bang headshot. But the fact that they're just waiting there around the corner
The fact they were
like
just
that.
the fact they were just waiting there around the corner. Yeah, they heard you jump down, Joe. They heard you running. That's normal tactic. If you hear someone running towards you, of course you don't need to charge them too.
That is highly suspicious.
No, it's not. You should have corrected your aim right there. You even had a bayonet on that one here, so you didn't even need to swap over to
So you
the
hear a couple of footsteps there at the back
table.
from
Saber?
this direction, but you don't hear any following footsteps across the traversal where they're waiting on the corner here.
Okay, no, fair. That's fair. Let's see here.
Suspicious.
The person's there. Now he's there. He's probably already over at the edge there. You just jumped down. You cannot see over here now. That footstep there was yourself running on the wooden.
So you hear a couple of footsteps
No, you also heard yourself on the mud.
there at the back.
Right
from
now, I
this
think he's
direction.
crouching,
You don't hear
going
any
closer.
following footsteps.
You demand that he
across the
needs to be
traversal where they're
slow
waiting on the
because
corner here.
you need to be rushing. That's why
You
he's
never hear any footsteps to that
crouching.
point.
You don't
I
need to
mean, you
hear
could
his
say
footsteps.
Lightfoot, they could have jumped and masked the footsteps and jumped.
Lightfoot was to some extent light cheat because if you were running and then jumping, you could mask your footsteps, and it was annoying. I don't think that was how Lightfoot was intended. It gave an advantage to people picking Lightfoot, but it was an in-game possibility, nothing else.
To that edge, possibly. It's not really about the footsteps. This is about wall hacks.
It's not about the footstep. It's about wall hacks. Ah.
Clearly, they don't have an aimbot because they keep missing unless they're.
Why do they need an aimbot, Joe? Why do they need cheats at all to shoot at you? Why? You're shooting at them. Do you need wallhack and aimbot too?
Unless they're just think that it's likely that they're not going to get hit. Like if I hit them, if I shot them and they got hit, they might just flick on the aimbot and go bang one tap.
Yeah, and if you shot them and hit, you might just have gone toggle aimbot on and one tap them. Like, so what? You're making the same assumption, speculation, that you also could also be said about you.
But if I'm missing, they'll throw some shots out and it misses or attempt to hit me. Like they'll aim normally and put miss shots, but then after a certain quota of missed shots has happened, they'll probably go bang one tap.
Can be said about you too, Joe.
So yeah, it's a little bit sus anyway, but
Not really, not really.
we'll go to the next clip. This is their spectator. We're going to skip forward here because there's
It's annoying that he does this. He's already recording, he's not cutting it out, he's not focusing on anything, he's just like, I don't need to prove this here.
nothing that interesting. I want to get through a bit quick. We'll go to the bit. So
That's a standout way he's doing it.
here is probably the most incriminating part.
Probably the most incriminating part. Like, this here is one of my best evidence against this guy.
This part's lesser evidence.
But this part is lesser evidence. Like, contradicting?
There's a person over here. They know it already. Nothing weird about that. They hear the footsteps here, but they line up the shot perfectly, or they look like they react to it. So it's hard to say.
Okay.
But the way they just stepped out there, it's like, I mean, they knew there was somebody there. They heard the footsteps. Right
Yes.
there, the footsteps are right here,
No,
behind these logs, directly behind it.
not
But
directly that way.
from about here, they step out
Yeah.
aiming, knowing that they're just around there, like perfectly on
Yes.
them.
Yes.
Not like, oh, I kind of know the rough area where they are, step out, so
Incorrect.
I'm sort of in line with it, and then
Incorrect.
aim where they actually are.
Yes.
No, this is like I'm looking directly at you through the wall.
No, Joe, he's not. He's correcting his aim the moment he goes further out. But if you notice that the other guy is activating the firebomb, then he gets the clue of where, what direction.
And then stepping out perfectly on you.
There.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. He heard the clue. Sound clue. It's a sound clue. it's information. In-game information.
The only reason why the gun like goes back is because they jumped, so it like it pulled their gun up a little bit. But like they step out there fully like knowing the exact position.
Because
They
of
don't
the
know the
sound
exact
clue.
position. They know
Because of the sound clue.
the exact position of where the footsteps come from, which is here.
Because of
But
the
like
sound clue.
they start pre-aiming here and stepping out from here, where they are down there. But
Because you always want to be ready for a gunfight when you appear.
like it's hard to say for certain, like orientating the angle. Like it could be
No, it's not. No, it's not. Now you're gonna speculate where he could be, but he got the sound clue.
further back, right?
No, he couldn't.
But like he knows right there
Yes.
exactly where he is. This
Yo,
person also
you literally
like
play it
orientating the angle. Like it could be further back, right?
there.
But like he knows right.
It was right there. Let me see if I can make it louder. No, I cannot. Let me just slow down. That's annoying. Now you're gonna play.
Back, right.
There, he turned it on. Okay, it's difficult to hear it like that.
Orientating the angle, like it could be further back, right?
There.
But
Like you have right after Joe's pushes activate. Play.
orientating the angle, like it could be further back, right?
There.
But like he knows right there exactly where he is. This
Of course.
person also seems like he's wall hacking in a way.
Yeah, everyone needs to be wall hacking.
I mean, technically, he already knew there was a person from there. Ignore that, because they already knew. They already had a back and forth shooting bullets already.
They already had a back and forth shooting already. So they knew each other was there, Joe. There is absolutely no speculation of wall hack then. You're literally saying they knew each other were there. Like, what the fuck? And here, this is after he hit.
Then we have this part here where he starts trying to peek over the logs, trying to pretend that he's getting information.
Where he tries to peek over the log. Okay, I will pause every single time it is. He assumes it's tries to peek over the log. That's one, of course.
He knows that I'm spectating or that he's being
Yeah, everyone knows you're spectating, Joe.
spectator.
God complex. That was peek over the log. There again.
There's
There
this
again.
part here that I think is 95% confirms wall hack.
This here is 95% confirmed wall hack.
Right there. He follows the movement.
No, he
He's
doesn't.
moving across the wood. He's following the movement.
No, he
He
doesn't.
knows he's going to come out at this point and shoots him.
No, he
And
doesn't.
And I think it's that following there. He didn't peek.
Now, Joe is actually gonna tell everyone he's a liar. But before he does, I'm gonna show exactly why.
To get that information, he could have gone back the other way, right? He doesn't hear any footsteps.
It doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Then right there, there doesn't need to be a footstep.
A little bit.
Let me see if I can. I will see if I can get it.
A little bit.
See. Fire. 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 Fire.
So, like, I don't think there's any footsteps there.
There doesn't
Maybe
need to be a
nod
footsteps.
shuffle, maybe.
Burn, baby, burn. And where is the fire? I will go back so you can try and hear it. Where is the fire now?
I
Where's
mean,
the fire?
he could be following the sound of the fire, right, then burning up.
Oh, you think?
Highly likely it could be the fire, the sound of the fire. Probably.
So his 95% evidence of wall hacking down the drain. Joe literally just said, my speculations were wrong, but he must still be cheating.
But it does look sus though that he is using wall hacks. I'm gonna come out and say it like I know for a fact this guy's using wall hacks.
I know for a fact this guy is using wall hack because I died to him, but I cannot show you exactly why it is he is using wall hacks. This here is amazing. It shows that everyone must be cheating except Joe Blue.
So we've got shooting over here coming from Lawson Station.
Now he's gonna skip. Yes.
So I start approaching Lawson Station.
No need to explain that, Joe. We can see it.
The gunshots, the fight's still going on.
We can hear it.
Someone's just been killed, not too far away, within like 150 meters.
What do you base that distance on? What do you base that distance on?
Something like that.
This is how Joe Blue plays. In the open, crouching, aim down sight basically, all the way through. Again, you don't need to aim down sight unless you have...
Skip along.
And why do you wait so long until you start doing this?
I'm basically like searching around.
Okay, congratulations.
And I can't find anyone, so I go back to the point.
Congratulations.
To the rear.
Now, here his God complex comes into play, his delusion of grandeur superiority complex, because everybody needs to be going for him.
And then somebody's got the wellspring. Look who it is. Or you won't actually know the name. I'll have to go back and interject a
Irrelevant.
clip.
Irrelevant.
This was the wall hacker that got me in the previous game.
It's a wall hacker that got you in the previous game. Are you going to show evidence of him wall hacking now?
Well, it's not the previous game, but in the previous clip.
Doesn't matter. You cannot see it because it's not in that direction.
Right, so what I want to point out here is... So I look around.
Yeah, the fight happened while you were all the way down here, out of the compound. They could have died over here, fair, but they could also be running, the enemy could be running this direction here. Because they heard your footsteps. That could be it. That could be it. I'm just guessing here. But what are you doing?
The Wellspring guys over here in Arden Parish.
Yeah.
There's a gunfight in Lawson Station.
Not here. It was over here, Joe. It was over here.
Someone died here.
No.
Not too far away. And
Here.
I'm basically, well, I'm just going to wait here. And I'm going to listen out for footsteps. Or for anybody coming this way. Because
they could also just be going this way, as I just said. They don't need to go through you, Joe.
got to, right?
No, they don't have to.
They've kind of got to come through me.
No, they don't.
If they go around a long way, around this way, then that means they got wall hacks.
Exactly. What the fuck?
If they're staying and not moving because they know that I'm waiting.
Yep. Everyone knows Joe is waiting.
Because they've got wall hacks. So it's like
that's the
they
only
don't
excuse.
just come directly down this way unknowing that I'm there, then they've got wall hacks, since this is the
Mhm.
fastest possible route to get
You don't need to take the fastest possible route. You need to take the most tactical route.
there. And to take any other position, any other route, basically is 95% that you've got wall hacks.
Just like the 95% evidence of wall hack you showed just before, where you're like, oh, it might just be the fire he can hear. Oh, right.
If you do not take the straight route to Arden
I
Parish
wouldn't.
and you wait or try to go around the long way, you've
I
got wall
wouldn't.
hacks, mate.
And now you're waiting for them. Now you're waiting for them.
So I'm waiting.
Yeah. That right there, I would have done myself because I also heard the fight.
Waiting.
Probably not that long. How long was that actually? 2 seconds. So this here is where he popped it up the first. So 401. And what does he do? Accuse someone in game of wall hacking. So now anyone within proximity knows there is someone. Now Joe Blue is giving away his position, also not direct position, but proximity position. Like, why
So
would
I'm
you
like,
do
okay,
that?
off to Arden Parish then. Bear in mind, check that gun.
Joe, as I said, they could have gone around, and now they are fighting because you were just waiting there for half a minute. Actually, almost 50 seconds before even getting down here. That's basically nothing.
Shot.
And what's gonna happen?
So this is where I end the recording.
Come with it.
So I just ended the recording
Come
there
with it.
thinking, oh, I could probably use that in a clip. I mean, technically, whoever that is there is almost certainly using wall hacks.
Yeah.
Right.
And here it is. This is the best Joe Blue trust me bro moment. With all his I got evidence for everything. Then he says this.
So here we go. Right. Okay, so then this is the clip. So everything you saw from where that last clip ended to where this clip begins is missing. I don't have the data. So what I have to, the context that I have to put in here, you're just going to have to take my word.
You're just gonna have to trust me, bro. Who was it that got the wellspring? The wall hacker farm before. And Joe Blue was missing a lot of shots before. So as he said, missing some shots and then putting on the toggling on the aimbot, right? Right?
This is what happened. So straight away, you got the guy who's got the wellspring on top of the roof. Why on top of the roof? We had this before with a cheater by the name of Antichrist, who was in
Tell
the
us why, Joe.
same building, actually, the same building.
Tell
same
us why on
place.
top of the roof.
And he was also running around on top of the roof,
Tell us
taking
why.
shots at me.
Tell us why.
And it's like, why would you get out on when you've got the wellspring? Why would you make yourself a target unless you
Tell us why on top of the roof.
got wall hacks and you know there's nobody around
Unless you got wall hacks and you know there's nobody around to take your head.
to tap you in the head.
Exactly.
Right, I was further back than this. If there's behind me, there's a watchtower, one of the red watchtowers approaching Arden Parish. This guy started taking shots at me when I was all the way back down there, and it's like there's no way he knew I was coming. There's no way he could see I was coming. And this guy starts taking shots at me from all the way over here. I was further back. All I have
It's an open field.
is the following bit of footage. But this guy was
All I have is trust me, bro.
shooting me all the way back at the watchtower.
So
So
what?
like maybe 50 meters.
My computer was were able to see someone from King Snake Mine all the way to is it Nichols Prison? I think it was. They were running in the open. I had the Mosin sniper. I actually ended up missing the shot. My partner ended up hitting one of the shots. But I think it was Nichols Prison at that time, at that section there. My bad, I just conferenced. It was the section between Seven Sisters Estate and Pelican Island. There is an opening there where you can actually see someone if you are at the fence at King Snake Mine. But still, I saw them. I missed my target. My partner said, without a scope, said, "I cannot see them. I cannot see them." I paint on them all the fucking time. And she was like, I cannot see them. Oh, there they are. Shoots once and hits. Like, it was an incredible moment. Back to
Distance
this.
between where I am now and where the watchtower is. So this guy's like 100, 150 meters away from me now.
What gives you that idea? There is no distance indicator.
Just like 200 odd meters back, this guy starts taking shots at me.
So first is 100, 150 meters, and the watchtower needs to be 50 meters further away. So 200 odd meters, not 150 to 200 meters. No.
Me. And we'll see the shot. What happens next?
As I said, you miss a lot of shots. You see this guy have the wellspring, so you want revenge. You toggle on your own aimbot, like you talked about previously, and then you headshot him.
Dude gets head tapped, mate. Fucking head tap the guy. Watch it again.
See how proud I am of my cheating. Like, why do we need to see it 4 times, Joe?
And one more time. Just watch this guy get head domed.
I am 1351 in. I will come back here. But first, let me show. This is what you said earlier.
Clearly, they don't have an aimbot because they keep missing unless they're just think that it's likely that they're not going to get hit. Like if I hit them, if I shot them and they got hit, they might just flick on the aimbot and go bang, one tap.
If I hit them, they might flick on the aimbot and then bang, one tap. Now back to the 1351. A little earlier.
And one more time. Just watch this guy get head domed.
Exactly, Joe. You just flicked on your aimbot because he downed you previously.
So that's the real skill right there.
And you claim it's the real skill right there.
So check this guy's profile, guys.
No,
5-star
we don't
rated,
want
it's
to.
5-star.
Now, what was it Joe complained about? Why would you be on top of the roof making yourself a target unless you have wall hacks, knowing there's no one around? What does Joe Blue do?
Right, so I head back to Lawson Station.
Exactly. He performs
So
the
I'll
very
climb up the
action
thing, right, I'll get on top of the roof. Give myself a decent vantage point.
to get a decent advantage point. So, Nassengeschwein is going onto the roof because he has wall hacks and knows no one is around to head tap him. Joe Blue goes onto the roof to get a decent advantage point. Like, Joe, if someone is on the roof and you claim they use wall hack, then when you go on the roof while having the wellspring, you need to perform the very same action and say you use wall hack. If you're on the roof for a decent advantage point, vantage point, they are on the roof for a decent vantage point. Nothing else.
Then I hear footsteps. Like right here.
Congratulations.
It's like, how's anybody got here? It's like,
They heard your fight, they went in a curve around it.
either you've got a dude, these are the possibilities, right? You've got a dude who can teleport.
Oh,
A dude
oh right, sorry, it's a cheater.
who's been trailing me with wall hacks and no footstep.
Exactly, another cheater.
Or it's the person from earlier on who I said was wall hacking,
Exactly, the cheater.
who was basically sitting in this building watching me with wall hacks, refusing to move,
Exactly, a cheater knowing Joe Blue is there.
and then basically watched the fight transpire with me and the other wall hacker.
You literally just said the other one is a wall hacker, but you gave absolutely no evidence for it. And now you're saying the other wall hacker. Again, Nassengeschwein. You gave absolutely zero evidence for it.
Saw I was coming back, basically waited in the building, and now he's moved out, and he's beginning to make a move on me.
He's out of the building, Joe. So he had to come back for you. Not sit here and wait for you.
This guy's basically coming from the same direction I come from. There's no
No, they don't. You said the footsteps are over here. Why would you then claim they're over here?
footsteps at all between me getting up. It's only when I got on top of this roof, all of a sudden they're shuffling around here. So this,
There's a lock down here in this direction where you can climb the roof. Basically walk up to the roof.
I'm pretty sure this is the Wallhacker from earlier.
Yeah, it needs to be the cheater from earlier. You could hear the footsteps. They are not there, Joe. They're not that close. They were further away. But you gave away your position.
Now, please tell me, how did this guy get to that location so fast?
So fast? Okay, let me tell you.
This is the Wallhacker from earlier.
That footstep was on the other side of the fence already. That fast, the footstep was approximately here. Approximately. They hear you activate the dynamite. That takes some time. You then throw it. Why are you aiming so far down? You're not even aiming at the edge. They hear these two explosions. They imagine you would be focusing on the explosion, thinking you found someone down there. That's how. That's how.
Now, we got something because we can hear where the footsteps are coming from.
I told you.
Is this like right over here?
No, not right over here in that direction.
Can hear his crouching footsteps. It's like he's like right below.
No, Joe. You need it to be right below, otherwise you cannot claim cheat.
This building. So either it could be phantom footsteps, right? It could be one of these.
Exactly. It needs to be imaginary cheats. I mean, it needs to be cheat because I am Joe Blue.
Players that can make footsteps appear somewhere, like he's really hiding around here, and he's making his footsteps sound like they're just below the building, so that I'll go over the edge, have a peek where he is, then he'll dome me from over here somewhere.
And why would you aim to the roof, not the edge? Also, you could hear his footstep down there.
Like, you don't even hear his footsteps move.
Footsteps.
Like, you don't even hear his footsteps move.
Yes,
To
you
the
do,
position
Joe.
to shoot me.
Yes, you do. Like, why do you always need to write? Why are you so hasty writing? You're giving yourself a disadvantage. And this right here is one of the most stupid things you could have done, Joe. You're with a healer. Instead of just simply stopping the bleeding and then recovering your bar by the regeneration shot, you use the med kit. He just blocked the entire thing up there. Never a tactic. He's gonna come back to this.
Like, how did he position there with no footsteps?
Why don't you watch a clip before you actually mention it? Because you explained it yourself.
Do you know what I'm saying? How's he just positioned there to get that shot on me?
You explained it yourself. That's pretty far back.
Constantine and mine blocked the stairway up, so I can't
He blocked that up there, not the stairway.
get back up
The
there.
ladder.
He's run across here, jumped down.
Yes. Opening the door.
So is he inside the building now?
Yes. He was. You threw it.
You got
You threw it over, so he doesn't need to worry much about the dynamite. Had you thrown let me show you. Had you thrown the dynamite here at the entrance there, he needed to worry about the dynamite.
So is he inside the building now?
Yes, he is. At that moment, he was already inside. Wait, was that a
You gotta
cashier?
see that angle there.
I just see a cashier in his...
Yeah, no footsteps have been coming across.
Okay, now I'm curious. Is that a cashier? 2 seconds. Nope, it was the door. I'm sorry.
Steps have been
Back to
coming
it.
across. He's got to run quite far out. If
No,
we
he doesn't.
watch.
No, he doesn't. You assume that he comes to your right now, but he comes in front of you.
I can just. So you've got to run.
See, you assume
far out.
he runs to this angle here. But what is it that's happening, Joe? Let's skip forward. Frame by frame. But he's not in that angle. You could have done this prior to your own video. Seen what's happening. Stopped making a lot of speculations. So let's see here. You guess and then say frame by frame.
Right there on that angle there. Okay, so he has got clear sight of me there.
Exactly, he does.
But still, again, it's a bit sus of walls.
But no, okay, it's such of wall hacks. It's not speed hack. It's not teleporting. It's not footsteps thrown elsewhere.
Just because he's ran that way there.
No, he ran in. There are 2 openings. You threw to the left. He went through the right. Otherwise, you would be able to see him.
Exactly where I am.
Because of that, he knows exactly where you are. And then you run. That can be good.
For him to run, know exactly the angle to take, is pretty sus for wall hacks.
No, it's not, Joe.
In that way.
That right there, turning on the dynamite is an indicator that you don't have your weapon forward, and you need to reposition yourself.
There. It's like exactly where I am.
That makes noise when they are in this close proximity of you. It's a very good indicator to charge you. So they did.
For him to run, know
And
exactly
you're running
the angle to
directly
take
into the corner.
is pretty
Corner.
sus for wall hacks.
And what is it you're doing? Using the in-game chat. Insulting him. Because you are such a sore loser.
Pussy hole. Oh, pussy hole cheater. Dying to win. Gotta cheat to win. Must stop knowing that I'm better than you, bro. I'm better than you, bro.
You're better.
Better than you.
You're better than him. You're whining about all this, making a run around, like running, whining. And then you're saying
Need
like
all the cheats to beat me, bro.
So I basically.
what was that?
Need all the cheats to beat me, bro.
You're claiming you are so good. People can only kill you when they're cheating. Like what the fuck,
So
Joe?
I was basically attempting to try and DBD this guy, and I'm gonna try and loop him basically around this wall.
Yeah, but people does not need to take your bait. You heard the zombie. He saw you open the fire over there, so he does not need to run that angle.
So I can hear his footsteps directly to my right. He starts running back that way, I start running the other way.
Congratulations. You're both running down here. There's an opening on the other side of the wall. Can I... nope, that went too fast. Give him 2 seconds. There's this opening right here. If you're both running down here, you're running all the way down here. He could be running towards the opening there. And while you then do this instead... 2 seconds.
Bro. I'll go one way, you go the other way.
You're saying I go one way, you go the other way. So you're telling him you're going down here. He can hear your footsteps going down here. You even told him go the other way.
Footsteps there.
Back one.
Footsteps right on my right still.
No, they're
side,
not.
the other side. Follow me.
They're actually getting weaker and weaker. Lower and
Right,
lower.
so you just heard his footsteps were there,
No, you didn't.
right directly
No, you
on
didn't.
this spot.
No, you didn't.
And he's there,
No, he didn't.
taking a shot.
Yes, he did.
Like, is this not teleport? Can we not
No, it's not, Joe.
confirm that people can just teleport around the place?
We can confirm people are teleporting around the place, but we can also confirm that this guy is not teleporting around the place.
Like, there's no way this guy got there.
Yes, there is. Your footsteps were loud. His footsteps got lower and lower.
That time.
Me, bro.
We can hear the footsteps clear as day where he is.
Completely irrelevant. Even here, you take your time, giving him the opportunity to move around.
Footsteps directly to my right where he is.
Doesn't matter.
Footsteps.
Absolutely doesn't matter. The fire's still there. Also, why would you ADS to hit a zombie in melee range?
Yeah, running footsteps directly on my left.
Congratulations.
Again, running footsteps directly on my left.
Congratulations. Now you are both down here.
Where you gonna go, bro?
Now, see, this here is where it gets fun, because I will turn up the volume a little bit. And then,
Right, directly running footsteps directly on my
Go
right.
one way, you go the other.
approximately.
Still directly to my
Away.
right.
No,
Like he's running with me.
no,
Running, no, like he's running
One
with me.
side, the other
No.
side.
Then they
Follow
stop.
me, to me, to you, to me.
they stop because he's at the other end.
Then he's there. So, what are the possibilities, right? So earlier on, right, he had footsteps that sounded like they were below the building.
No, Joe, he did not. They sound like he were further away, but still there. What you're doing here is, what was it you called it? Obfuscate? Make obscure, unclear, intelligible, impossible to understand. What you're doing here is talking over the footsteps, making sure that people are unable to clearly hear them.
Again, running footsteps directly on my left.
Where you gonna go, bro?
Right, directly running footsteps directly on my
Go
right.
one way, you go the other.
Still directly to my
Away.
right. Like he's running with me.
Back.
Running, no, like he's running
One
with me.
side, the other side.
Then they
Follow
stop.
me, to me, to you, to me.
So, not only are you pausing and playing too much to clearly hear what's going on, you're also talking in game to help him indicate where you are. Like, you're literally talking this entire time in game. No idea what sort of magic you think that's gonna help you with. What's the next clip? The next clip you do is say this about him.
Picture of Bender. Is he trying to say that he's like a robot, like a cyborg, because he's using cheats? Is that like a little nudge, nudge, wink, wink?
Yo, it's not that serious. It's literally not that serious. So now a profile picture is also an indicator of cheating. Like, what? Okay, next. Now, what's gonna happen here is he's gonna run from here all the way over to an altar over here. That's not happening anything over here at all, basically.
So I'm coming in, so I'm walking at this point.
We can see you don't need to commentate it.
So I just heard someone punch something or something over there. So this
You
got
did?
me alert. So I just heard someone punch something or something over there. So this got me alert. Oh, okay, I think there's somebody over there.
Was there a punch? Or are you saying that because you then end up doing this here?
Even though, Even though this point's not going off, so it's a bit weird.
No, it's not. They're too far away.
And look at that, there is somebody over there. That's the person I must have
You heard someone over there.
heard.
There was absolutely nothing, no reason to jump, Joe.
Look at it. He's looking at me straight.
Yes, he was, Joe. You picked the altar. Listen to the noise it makes.
Even though this point's not going off, so it's a bit weird. And look at that, there is somebody over there. That's the person I must have heard.
The noise.
Look at it. He's looking at me straight away. He's looking at me already. This guy that steps out there. Look at he's sidestepping across.
He heard the altar. It's still falling. You need to be near the altar.
So he's not just running across and then
He heard the altar. Why would he run when there is someone taking the altar? He didn't hear a shot. The altar is not exploding. It's falling apart.
taking a little look and then carrying on running in his direction. He's stepping out peeking. He's stepping out peeking, looking directly at me.
Because of the altar. And also, why are you aiming to the floor? Now, that was where he was before. How do you know he's still there?
Look at this dude. You got a dude who's sitting there waiting a bit further down. Different person, I think. The other dude had a reptilian skin, I think.
Speculation, speculation, speculation.
It looked like reptilian skin.
No,
and
it
then this
didn't.
dude here, and he's already got a grenade ready to go to
Joe, he can hear you running.
throw on my direction. Look, he's
Already a grenade ready to throw at my location. He just activated it. Just before that shot, he activated and threw it.
setting up the grenade already.
No, he didn't.
Throwing it at me.
Wallhack, Joe. Wallhack, you're aiming directly at him. Wallhack, you're aiming directly at him. You know he's right there because of your wallhack. See, you knew it.
And take him out both there. Did I hit the guy earlier?
And now you're speculating whether or not you hit the guy.
I sworn
Of
I
course you
hit the
did.
guy.
You
I did when he was throwing the grenade.
What's up with your memory? Like, what the fuck, Joe?
Yeah, I hit the guy there, throws the grenade. There wasn't a reptilian skin, but it looked
No, it didn't.
not like it from distance.
No, it didn't.
And it would say that that person there didn't have wall hacks because he was looking over there, so it might be this guy here.
Yeah, because if this guy had wallhack, he would then communicate to his teammate. He's in the water. He's right there. Careful. Like, what?
It definitely didn't look like it was. It didn't look like it was that model that was looking at me. Let's go.
No, it
go
was
back
this
where
model here.
It peaked.
It's a dark skin, no white sleeves or anything. Doesn't even look like the reptilian. It's not that dark. Yo.
It's really hard to tell what model that could be. It could be either.
No, it's not, yo. It's the same color all the way through. The other one had white sleeves. It's not difficult to tell.
of them.
No, it couldn't. Couldn't be either one of them. And there. There. It's still so difficult to see, right, Joe? Like it's the same color all the way through. White sleeves.
But it seems like it's a bit weird that they happened to be waiting. He stepped out, took a shot at me when I wasn't making any obvious noise that I was there.
Which moment is it? The water, the dynamite, the altar being taken. All three obvious noises in which direction you could be.
Um,
Same as
so
in all the way
I'd
through.
argue this guy was sitting here with a grenade already charged up, ready to throw at me.
Already charged up.
I think it's this guy who has the wall hacks.
Okay. Now, before Joe shoots, you're gonna hear the activation of the dynamite, and then he's gonna throw it directly. That is also the reason why the dynamite takes so long before exploding. There it was. Right there.
You got look at this dude. You got a dude who's sitting there waiting a bit further down.
See, I told you it's right there, right? Now, what is it he said?
I'd argue this guy was sitting here with a grenade already charged up, ready to throw at me, and I think.
No, Joe. He picked the dynamite, was waiting for you because you were running on the wooden planks. English. Here, Joe claims that he does not have cheats because a dynamite throw is by God. Whatever that might mean. But try and look at him shooting the bush over here.
Then there's footsteps from the direction that I came from.
You heard 1, 2 footsteps, and then Joe's gonna whine.
And as soon as I stop, he stops.
Of course.
Right, so that's highly likely that maybe got wall hacks, right? Following me in movement, as soon as I move, as soon as I stop, stops immediately.
It could also just be that he's just like you, trying to listen to what's where the information are. Footsteps.
So I know there's somebody over there with wall hacks.
Footsteps. By you. Footsteps.
Bearing in mind that the footsteps, let's try and orientate ourselves where the footsteps are coming from.
Then at least be honest about it, Joe. Footsteps and
The footsteps directly to my left.
not directly, but they are to your left.
That's directly to my left.
Not directly.
So to my right, over here somewhere.
Over here somewhere. I heard something over here.
So over behind the white caravan.
Yep, that is what I said. Over here somewhere.
So over behind the white caravan. Do you hear footsteps there?
Over here somewhere.
There's instinct to confirm that there is somebody there, which there is.
Standing in the open to confirm someone is there. That's very bad behavior.
Now the footsteps are over here.
Yes.
So he's moved from over here.
No, behind the white caravan. You said it yourself. Behind the white caravan. Stop making him further in the direction he's not.
To here silently, and now you
No, Joe. You said behind the white caravan. Stop making lies.
can hear his footsteps. Right. And then what you
This here is God throwing a grenade.
gonna see this grenade. I didn't throw this grenade, man. God threw this grenade. This is a God grenade right now, mate. This is the God grenade.
Now, Joe Blue claims people are using Wallhack to know what direction they are going and blah, 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 whatnot. So Joe Blue is now using Wallhack to know he's going around the cards to come over at Joe Blue's location. That's why he's doing this.
Oh, shit.
Now, why would you shoot the bush while hurrying away? To make sure the guy dies. Or,
Oh, shit.
you can argue you can see him there. But can you argue where he is in the bush? You need Wallhack for that, Joe. You could absolutely not see him there. So according to your own logic, that would be Wallhack or aimbot.
That's the god grenade, mate. Right there.
That's the cock grenade right there, man. Like, wow.
But how did he get from one side to the other side, mate?
You said he was behind the caravan, then you said he's over here, and then
Let's go again
he
one more
hears.
time.
Then he hear you activate the dynamite, so he's gonna charge you. You also hear him start running. Like, you have all the indicators. You're just obfuscating the truth, saying he's over here when he's in fact over here. To call him a cheater. Why would you even call him a cheater when you're killing him? Like, why? It makes no sense whatsoever. Why are you whining about someone that's not doing shit to you? And that is why you're also lying about the Psycho Ghost clip. Because you jumped the bandwagon. This guy is not cheating. See how honest I can be. Just like you jumped the bandwagon with Shroud is a cheater. Shroud is a cheater. You have also jumped the bandwagon of Real Berg, and people have even claimed that Rockstar is cheating. You jumped the bandwagon. What do you also do? To end it with? This channel is exposing cheats and cheaters. Cheating is a huge problem in gaming right now. What does Joe Blue says? 2. Even a broken clock can be right twice a day, so the logic would say I would be right, that I would eventually be right, even if I was wrong most of the times. Yeah, but that would also mean that you're not to be trusted, because you are wrong 22 times a day and only right 2 times a day. Math, Joe? You would be wrong 98% of the times you accuse someone. 2 times of the day out of 24 times 100, you are right 8% of the time. Out of 100%, you are wrong 92% of the time. Your entire channel talking about logic. So logic would say I would eventually be right if I was wrong most of the times. Yeah, but you're not to be trusted because you are wrong most of the time. Your entire channel is based on fallacies, lies, and speculations. So what if you're right once or twice in all of your videos, when 98% of your videos are just lies? Literally just lies and speculations and fallacies and defamation of character. You're saying it yourself, Joe. You're saying yourself that you're only right 8% of the time you accuse someone of cheating. Cheaters, like, sort out 92% of all these here. Sort out 92% of them. And then you have 8% of your videos where you could be right. Meaning you have 380 videos. That's 80%. That's 8%. Only 30% of your videos would be right about cheaters. Only 30% of these videos would be right about cheaters. Now, the problem with that is also, you mix in ranked journeys and armored steel, severed steel. You mix in some deceived ink of your own gameplay. You mix in your own gameplay, so not even the full here. If we then just for fun say you have 800 calling out cheaters, only 24% of those videos would be right about the person. So you're saying you're wrong over and over and over and over and lying and deceiving and faking everything, Joe. Like, you yourself are saying that. Yo. And fairly certain it was in that one there. Stop. Broken. Was it that? Yep. If I could have done it, if I could have done what everyone else did and just clowned you, why would even think to do that if you're legit a nice dude trying to help? Even a broken clock, this is the comment that starts. Even a broken clock can be right twice a day. You are admitting you are wrong, Joe. You're admitting your own words are admitting you are a pathological liar. That you're lying about everything and everyone on your entire channel. Except 8%. You yourself are admitting it, Joe.